Hello. I hope that you're all having a wonderful Saturday. It took me an extra moment to get going because the microphone wouldn't turn on. So, you've been sneak attacked. Yeah. Hi, Shadows of Life. Hi, Key Squared. It's good to see you both. It is Saturday. And, yeah. I also got sneak attacked just before stream. Snoke attacked. No, that's a Star Wars reference. Just before stream, these were handed to me, which is awesome and amazing and yay. So they're sitting off screen now, but because they don't have anywhere really behind me to put them where they'd be visible. But yes, very nice flowers. Hi, Moody Mystery. So, and in addition, I've had a thing that was waiting to go to the post office for like the last month at least. And Philip took that to the post office or dropped it in a mailbox. That's fine. And then also going to like run my clothes through the washer and dryer, which is the part that I hate. I don't mind folding them. I just don't ever want to like walk over to the other building across the street where we have to go to actually make that happen. If it was inside the apartment, I'd probably be better about it. But so just like all of the nice things being done for me, and it's very, very nice. I'm very happy about that. Anyway, hopefully you're all having a good weekend. I'm going to actually give myself a hydrate, but it is a hand hydrate. I'm gonna do this while I chat. So let's see. Today is Saturday. If I remember correctly, and this will be slightly humorous, but if I remember correctly, the clocks here change to night and we gain an extra hour of sleep. And the humorous bit is I had completely lost track of that and forgotten until I was watching a streamer in the UK who noted that the US clocks would be changing tonight. So it was a UK streamer, Stephen Joyce, who is the only reason I remember that my clocks are changing. So there's that. Let's see. Yes, spring forward, fall back. Hi, Silica. I try to remember it and I still get it wrong. I have to look up what am I supposed to do to my clock, because I do have clocks that aren't automated. My sunrise alarm clock for one, the microwave, and then our oven range, our stovetop has a clock on it as well. Plus we have like actual like analog clocks hanging on the wall in this room and in the bedroom that we use as a giant walk-in closet, and in the living room. So we have a number of clocks to change, not to mention the ones in the cars. I don't know, like, maybe our cars are just too old. Do modern cars, do they automatically update their time? Because we have like an in-dash clock. I have CarPlay installed, like CarPlay stereos installed in both cars so that we can plug our iPhones into them. But we have an in-dash clock, and that clock also does not update itself automatically. Do modern cars have in-dash clocks that update automatically? You have a 2019 and it doesn't. That seems like a really easy addition. Except, I guess, to update automatically, they have to have an internet connection. And so that would be probably why cars don't have it. Because while a lot of modern cars start out with some sort of internet connectivity through their car stereo system, it's usually a subscription-based service that expires after a period of time, and the manufacturers know that people would not like it if their clock suddenly stopped working. If you have satellite radio, it does update. Got it. Yeah, and if they get rid of daylight savings, it won't matter. Except if you were long distance driving, like we used to drive halfway across the country when I was a kid, because we lived in Northern Virginia, and my grandparents on both sides lived in Southwest Iowa. Hi, librarian Liz! Welcome in, everybody, from the library! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. Apparently, I still have seasonal Halloween hats on my emotes. Did not know that was still there. I wonder when they'll change. Oh, and yes, thank you for the shout out to Liz, whoever did that. And Philip, thank you for the 19-month resubscription. Hi, bye. Thank you for bringing everybody over, Liz. Hi, Puddleglum. Yeah, like if they end daylight savings time or make it permanent, I guess is the proposal on the table. Potentially this would be the last time we have to change the clocks, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll find out. Iron Trout. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the lovely flood of emotes, dancing cats and cat butts with witch hats. So the witch hats are added by Stream Elements, and it's just a thing like on their emote wall. I have it set to include seasonal flare. I don't know what the setting is actually called. But so Halloween time, it started putting the hats on, which I love. So sure. But at some point, I'm sure it's going to switch over to something probably Christian related, like Christmas related. But and yeah, I was just, chatting with people. These were delivered to me just before stream. And they are quite lovely. And oh yeah, I don't know about pilgrim hats. I'm not sure I would want those. I might turn those off if they happened. Santa hats, probably. Which, yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll do something, and then I will switch it out, sometime. You're not supporting them. You're just guessing the next holiday. Yeah, no. I wasn't thinking that you were suggesting that would be the thing. I absolutely, that would be believable. Turkey emotes would be cool. I don't have a collection at the moment. I've thought about, so the number of emotes available is limited by certain factors. One being the size of, like the number of subscribers on the channel. So, what is my, presently I have a certain number of emotes, and it is based on, like I said, the number of subscribers. I don't know where it tells me what I need to hit to unlock more. I presently have 5 slots for free emotes. Those are the follower-only emotes that anybody can use if they're a follower, but they're only usable on this channel. And then I have 9 slots for Tier 1 subscription emotes and 5 slots for Tier 1 animated subscription emotes. And then I have a total of 6 emote slots available for Bits tier emotes. And the Bits tier basically unlocks for people as they use bits to cheer. and currently just using the once you've hit 1,000 bits cheered on the channel, you have access to the Disco Thulu emote, which is basically a disco ball Cthulhu. But I know there's criteria by which you unlock more emote slots. And I'm trying to find where that is. Under subscriber emotes is a list of your current, as well as made towards unlocking. Maybe I've unlocked all the ones I can have at this point, because I don't see that. So it might be like I'm limited to 9. I don't remember what it is. Maybe as an affiliate, I'm limited to 9, and I would have to be partner before I unlock more. But yeah, so I don't remember how we got on that. Oh, seasonal emotes. That was what prompted this. So what I had been sort of thinking was coming up with like a small library of like holiday emotes or seasonal emotes that I could rotate in and out on the follower tier, and just they would only be usable on my channel, but like I could have a turkey emote around Thanksgiving time, and I could have I could have had something appropriate for Diwali, and I could have had something like something appropriate for the variety of holidays that exist throughout the calendar year. But I have to find them first. So yeah, that was a digression. But anyway, yeah, today we're going to play some Ultima 6. And we landed on the island where New Magencia is located. Oh, dear. Yes, tradition. At least it didn't last terribly long, but I stopped digressing and tried to get on task, and then Chantel was like, you're not allowed to do that. So yeah, we will be exploring the island that New Magencia is located on very soon, and then brain quit. Sorry. Ultima today, Mass Effect tomorrow. Monday, we will be returning to Myst 3. You were starting to get nervous without Chantel's shenanigans. Is it doing it again? I can't tell. Hang on. I must refresh. Oh dear. Oh dear. And I've lost the thing. I didn't want it to go away forever. Hang on. I have broken something on my end now. Where'd it go? It's fine. Chantel wants its own emote. No, say it's not so. I lost the video preview on my Twitch layout, and I don't know how to get it back. Ooh, there it is. Okay, that was weird. It was in a drawer, and I was misinterpreting it. Anyway, Ultima, Mass Effect, Monday, back to Myst 3. So Myst 3 was an extension. Because we played Myst, and Myst was based on either I decided to just play it and then I continued doing it and it became part of the Monday on the Wheel thing when Myst 2 and the rest of the series continued on. So it's sort of there as I will play this in full, but it wasn't like a viewer redeem. So I don't want to like spend months on it while viewer redeems are sitting and waiting. So I think what's going to happen is I'll play a little bit of Myst 3 and then we'll set it aside for a bit and play something else from the wheel and come back to it. I think that's what's going to happen. Because right now there are 3 games on there that people requested full playthroughs of. There are a bunch of games on here. I can actually pull it up. There are 3 on here that were full playthrough redeems. A bunch of them that are from before I had that as an option that have been on there for a while, and I want to get to them. And so I'm thinking 2 or 3 streams of like each game. If it's something that we really, really like, we'll mark it and come back to it later. But I'd like to run through and at least play all of these over the next couple of months. At least touch them for anything that's not necessarily like a full playthrough. And the full playthroughs we might like, if we spin them, I'll play it to get started and then we'll come back to it. Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. I don't want to get, like, locked into playing Myst 3 beginning to end when all of this is waiting, and Myst 3 wasn't a viewer redeem. So, we did Myst 3, we did Alien Isolation, and then I will be doing Myst 3 again this week. Maybe I'll do a poll on Monday and find out what people want. I don't know. We'll see where we go from there. And then, of course, Wednesday will be archives. And I don't remember what this coming week is. Let me check. Oh, yeah. I'm excited for this Wednesday's archives stream. This Wednesday, we're going to be looking at electric vehicles. But, like, fully functional electric vehicles that were sold to people that are out there in the world, except they're electric vehicles from the 1910s. And so that is what we're going to be looking at. And I am really excited for it. The information in this collection, the materials in the collection, as I was looking through it, trying to pick out a good image for the promotional, like, flyer image thingy, all I've seen is the pictures. I haven't, like, read any of the stuff yet, and I'm excited. This one looks really neat. So that's coming up on Wednesday. Anyway, I'm full of digression at the moment, and I feel like the streamer loading screen has been on long enough. I should probably try to get the game that we've been 100% playing since the beginning of stream onto the screen. Electrical stuff is your main area of expertise. Awesome. You read Charlotte McLeod mystery once where one of those antique electric cars was a clue. I don't remember the company name off the top of my head right now. I did. It's a Model O is the main chassis for like the things that were in the picture that I ended up picking. I have Heinz, the Heinz food company. I have a photo that has some of their delivery trucks in front of a large market in Cincinnati, I believe. Trying to remember details from work I did on Thursday. But we'll know for sure on Wednesday when we look at it. I'm just double checking. No. Yeah, I know it's a Model O, but I can't remember. And quick searches are not giving me the manufacturer name. But, we'll find out for sure on Wednesday if you stop by the stream. Okay. I'm going to bring the game up. I am. Really. For sure. Don't say you don't believe me. Why would you say that? It's going to happen. It's just, Chantel might be mad about it. Also, thank you. There we go. Game. There's a game. One of these directions. I don't know how to point to it. It's there. Nope. It's there. I don't know where it is, but it's here. Okay. Ultima. Incidentally, I am still trying to figure out who my character is going to be for my new D&D game. Still thinking loosely based on Daniel Jackson from Stargate, but that's as far as I've really gone. And that's okay. We have session 0 that's coming Wednesday, and so I will attempt to make decisions. But here we are. We're on this island. We were talking to Connor Starfalcon, this guy here on the dock, last week when we ended. I really only remember that because when I opened up my spreadsheet, the conversation with Connor Starfalcon was the last thing in it. And Connor Starfalcon is an amazing name that I am seriously considering using for my D&D character's name for this upcoming game that I'm going to be playing. Because who wouldn't want to play a character named Connor Starfalcon? I am considering possibly having this character be a Harengon. So essentially rabbit folk. I haven't decided yet though. I had sort of been thinking Reborn, which is possible still. But also they could be a rabbit folk, a Harengon, and that would be kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to play. We have a farmer here. You see the humble peasant Katrina. It's freaking Katrina. Ah, hello. Oh dear. I have a full party. I don't know if I want to swap anybody out, but it's Katrina. And oh dear, I'm going to have to, because Katrina can definitely join the party. We have me. I can't kick me out of the party. Dupree, Shimino, Iolo, Sherry is staying with us for sure. Jana, Julia, and Gweno. Honestly, I feel like it would probably be Gweno that I would drop from the party if I decide I want to keep Katrina. Aokon, I had heard that thou hadst returned to our land, but I dared not believe it. Hast thou returned to save our land from the gargoyles? And, yep, it's the red hair. It does it every time. I start to drift into slight accent. Then surely we are saved already. If there is aught a humble peasant might do to aid thy quest, my lord, I am yours to command. What happens in this game if I just say, join me? Well, first, the gargoyles are a grave threat to the land, my lord. Many brave soldiers have died defending us from invaders. First, standard questions. Job. Times have changed, my lord. Where once I grazed sheep, now I till the land. Save, then try it. We did just load a save, so I could just restore that. We haven't really done anything since we saved. But yeah, I think I'm going to try. I just don't know what happens if I say join me when I have a full party already, if I get the option to kick somebody, or if they just say that they can't. I also don't know how to ask somebody to leave the party. All work is the same to a peasant, my lord. We all do what is expected of us. If thou wouldst have me join thy quest, thou needst but ask. Yeah, I think she was just described as a farmer. I'm just gonna go with that. Well, I remember Katrina well, but I hesitate to deny any request thou might have. But thou seemst to have enough companions as it is. Mayhap if one of them left your band, thou might have more need of me. Well, that answers that. Farewell. The Avatar carries with him the hopes of all the land. All right. Although, okay, so Gwenno is, Gwenno has the crossbow. Gwenno is in a relationship or married to Iolo, if I'm recalling correctly. Ooh, flank. Julia's a bard of some sort? I don't recall. Oh, it's Julia. Yeah. I don't necessarily want to get rid of Julia. She's relatively new to the party though and doesn't have a whole lot. Jana was using throwing axes, is currently using a bow and arrow. Came with a shield. Probably meant to have like sword and shield style stuff. I gave her the magic-y cloak, or the anti-magic-y cloak. We're not getting rid of Sherry. Iolo, also barding, crossbow. Shimino, Dupree. Dupree's like our tank. Shimino, I've been treating sort of like a rogue in the type of weaponry. I feel like Dupree, Shimino, and Iolo are probably gonna stick with the party. What class would Katrina end up being? Does anybody know? I can also look it up. Possibly. Companion. We have the Avatar. We have possible companions. Okay, Shimino is a ranger. Iolo is a bard. Dupree is a bard. Dupree's a paladin. So paladin, ranger, bard. Sherry's class. Well, not really a class. The sprite used. Sherry is a mouse. Jana is a druidess. Gwenno is a bard. Julia is an artisan. We already passed on Blaine. Let's see. Katrina's sprite is a farmer. She's got 19 strength, 16 dexterity to start. I want them all to join me. Can I just have all of them join me? That just seems like that would be the ideal. No? Katrina's one of the original 8. Julia's one of the original 8. Jana's one of the original 8. Iolo, Shimino, and Dupree are original 8. Gwenno is not an original. Sherry is brand new. Ooh, there's a character class triangle. Iolo and Gwenno are essentially identical as far as usage. Jana and Sherry are roughly equivalent. Katrina would be roughly equivalent to Julia as to how they would be used. Oh, they have a suggested party on here. I'm looking at the strategy wiki. Suggested party has Sherry, Jana, or Julia, or Leona, Blaine, Katrina, and Belem. This is a difficult decision. Who do I want my companions to be? I do think... This is a difficult choice. But let me see here. I do think, at least for now, I might want to say goodbye to Gwenno. If for no other reason than that if I do so, I can give all of the ammunition that she's been using to her husband. Which seems like a useful thing. Otherwise, I don't need... Okay, I should. If I'm not going to keep her, I should take all the equipment. All right. I don't know how to ask her to go. How does one do that? I suppose I could just say leave. It feels rude, but that's probably what I'm meant to do, huh? All right, I'll head back home to Minok. Come let me know if you need me to join you again later. I'll leave all my things here. Some of them might come in handy for you. She gives Iolo a big hug before she leaves. Remember to keep your socks dry, she says, and I'll see you when the quest is done. Aw. That was good. That was a good exit. Yes, okay. Join. All right. We now have Katrina in the party. Katrina presently is wielding a hoe. It does 1.3 stones, or it weighs 1.3 stones and can do 4 damage. 4 points of damage. Presently level 5. 150 hit points. That was a good trade. Gweno had 90 hit points. That ultimately, yes, I am happy with how that turned out. Let me give you swamp boots and whatever else Gweno was holding. This was a tough decision. Asking a character to leave the party is like asking a person to leave the party. Like, when you're holding a party and you don't want somebody there, asking somebody to please leave. Oh my gosh, the social anxiety involved. Yeah, we have better armor for you. Let's go ahead and remove that cloth armor and stick on whatever that is, leathery armor. And okay, you've got the hoe, but if I look at the dagger can do 6 points of damage, and the main gouge can do 8 points of damage. So, how about we just switch that out and give you, you know, a better weapon there, and some swamp boots. All right, Katrina is part of our party now. And let us save. I got distracted by finding an old friend. Oh, there was a bush. I was like, why can't I continue along the coastline? Coastline. All right. Let's check out this house. It's a house. Okay, so this is just a house. Did I read? I don't think I read the entry about New Maginsia from the clue book. I should do this. This is... Even if I did read it last week, I don't recall. So, I'm going to read it now. Because I needed to look at the map anyway. Here's an island town where they have an odd pastime. Seems everyone's always striving to be humbler than everyone else. Of course, you can't really brag about how well you're doing at that sort of thing. I realized y'all probably couldn't see what the text said, so I'm trying to fix that. You can't really brag about being humbler, right? It's a queer little place, an odd little place. I think I would sub that word myself. But they've got a lord who's more interested in doing magic tricks than learning how to run the place. Fortunately, it doesn't need much looking after. Then there's the farmer with his hippo carvings, and the shepherd who'll never give you a direct answer. Keeps his flock out where the moon gate used to be, he does. The fisherman has an interesting past. He used to be guildmaster of the Order of the Silver Serpent. That's the Warriors Guild. Connor's his name. It might seem a strange transformation to some, going from warrior to fisherman, but neither profession calls out to me, and I suppose one is as good as the other. Anyway, if he wants to chant the mantra of humility 100 times every morning, I'll not speak against him for it. He drank me under the table once after I'd shared dinner with him at his hut. And any man who can do that earns my respect for life. There's a lovely young weaver there who's quite talented. If I had the money for it and weren't a wandering soul, I'd have her weave me cloth of the finest silk and make bed sheets fit for a king. But I live a somewhat humble life myself and settle for whatever accommodations the road may offer. Many a clear patch of grass has served for my rest, though I prefer a bed by the fireplace, or by a fireplace, with company to keep me warm when the fire has died to ashes. But I'm getting off the subject. I mustn't fail you by forgetting to describe the local tavern, the first and most important thing any visitor to a strange town must know. It's called the Humble Palate, and I'm afraid it's not a very lively spot. The food is excellent, but Dunbar doesn't take much care in selecting the spirits he serves. Still, the prices aren't bad and the service is friendly. Certainly worth a visit while you're in town, of course. I've never found a tavern that wasn't. You will need a magic shield to complete your quest. There is one on this island. Whether you should steal this one or follow a longer yet more virtuous path to acquire another is not for me to say. We have not been doing the stealing bit, so I'm guessing we will be following the longer, more virtuous path. Oh dear. Come on, I want to fit zoom to the width. There we go. All right. So, we are presently at a little house. We have a little mouse. I'm guessing that this is probably Connor Starfalcon's house here. It's nice that they gave the villagers all their little houses, even if I don't really ever need to go into them. Okay. Ooh, a lovely trestle. They all order way too little. Some swamp. Hey, I think I found the tavern. The Humble Palate. If I can get through the door. There we go. This seems a humble place. Who might you be, villager? And how will you further my quest? Oh wait, I shouldn't make this all about me. Fine. A gentleman of slight build and refined manners. Greetings, I am Lord Antonio. Might I ask thy name? I'll tell him my name. The pleasure's all mine. I govern a new Magencia. New is a keyword. Fortunately, the fine people of this town have few disputes to settle, leaving me plenty of time for my hobby. Grand. I did not mean to type news. The City of Humility is a lovely place to live. Okay. I suppose if you were new to the game and didn't know that Old Magentia / New Magentia was the location of humility, then this would be where you would learn that. The most humble one amongst us knows the mantra. If thou canst find out who that is, tell me, and I will give thee the rune. Dost thou know who the most humble person Dost thou know who is the most humble person in the town? How do I find that out? They're not going to tell me they're the most humble because that would be disqualifying from humility. Puddle Glove, it's me, I'm the most humble. Find out who is most humble to get rune. He didn't even know who I am. And, he's offering me the rune. Am I doing humility right? You are when it's a contest to find out who's the most humble. Just taking my note there. Not at present, I don't. Keep asking around. Humble. No. Okay. So this is my trigger. Well, let's ask about hobby. What is your hobby, sir? I do magic tricks. It brings a bit of cheer into this imperfect world. Great. Is one of them folding a fitted sheet? Shadows can be humble. Well, a shadow of humility at least? Oh dear, yes. What's thou like to see, Juan? Yeah? Splendid! Antonio reaches into his pockets and takes out a balloon. He blows it up until it bursts and 4 doves appear from inside it, flying off toward the 4 points of the compass. Did you enjoy that? Yes? I knew you would. That's my favorite trick. Well, that wasn't very humble. Saying that he knew I would enjoy it. Magic! Yeah, just the same thing. Okay. Okay, we need to find out who's the most humble if we want to get the rune. Hello? It's a merchant. You see a plump, jovial fellow chewing on a leg of lamb. Uh-huh. Yeah, cool. Welcome to the humble palate. Name? My name's Dunbar, he says between bites of mutton. You know... Okay. Vocabulary question. Is all lamb mutton? I sell fish, ale, meat, wine, and mutton. Sells food. Fish, ale, mead, wine, Mutton. Because I definitely have had lamb before. I don't know that I've ever eaten anything that called itself or that was called mutton. And so I don't know if I've had mutton, because I don't know if all lamb is mutton. Serving others is the humblest occupation I could imagine. That's why I opened this place. Okay. So he feels that he is doing the most humble work. I'm just going to say commerce ensues for those because that's what would happen if I said those. He pauses to wipe his mouth with the back of his hand. Oi! I wanted to peek inside the kitchen, but you keep getting in me way. Aha! His bedroom is in the kitchen. Okay. I'm just gonna move him. There. We had 2 new people come in. Let us speak to the newcomers. Oh, it's Connor, Star Falcon. I do not know. But with a name like Connor Starfalcon and a graphic that looks like that, I'm getting somewhat Luke Skywalker vibes. And didn't the clue book say that he used to be associated with a fighting guild? The Warriors Guild. He was guild master of the Order of the Silver Serpent. So, I don't know. Are we back? Did I hit the wrong one? Okay. I'm confused. But we are back, so I do see that. I don't know if... Oh, wow. I am way behind on that monitor. Okay. We have developed a bit of a lag if people are, yeah. Anyway, I will. Thank you, Elixir, for having me do a stretch. And a hydrate. And a posture check. Thank you, Shadows of Life, for the difference between lamb and mutton. So indeed, I've probably had both, except in the US, they've probably been called lamb every time because on menus it tends to be listed as lamb, but I have definitely had some old, like mature lamb, which when it's in a stewed application, what does it matter? And just thinking about it, I really, really, really wish that there was a good Ethiopian restaurant here. Now I just really want some lamb tibs. wonderful, wonderful Ethiopian dish that I quite enjoy. Anyway, I'm gonna stop reminiscing or wishing. But when I stretched, I realized you could finally see my T-shirt. That I got a couple of Ultima T-shirts because I've been playing the Ultima games now for almost 2 years, and I felt like I should have shirts for stream. And then, of course, you know, the actual graphic is so far down that they don't show on stream. But I am still wearing it. So, ooh, yeah, lamb kebabs. And, you know, for anybody who is a, not a carnivore, no judgment. I'm going to try and steer the conversation away from the eating of the meats. But also, like, if you're not a carnivore, what's your favorite dish? You can't wait till I get to the Underworld series and Ultima 7. I have never, ever played Underworld. I don't even know kind of what they are like. The next one after this one is Worlds of Ultima Savage Empire, or I think that's what it's called. Yes. The next one is Worlds of Ultima Savage Empire. And then finally, the one that is the entire reason I am playing the Ultima games, Worlds of Adventure, Ultima Worlds of Adventure 2, Martian Dreams. So, the Ultima games that I for sure played as a kid. Ultima 5, which I never finished. Ultima 8 Pagan, which I never finished. And Ultima Worlds of Adventure 2 Martian Dreams, which I adored, but I had it on 5 1/4 floppy disks, and the computer I tried playing it on, like, I was playing it at home, but then I went off to college, and the computer I had at college couldn't use 5 1/4 floppy disks, and by the time I went back home, that computer didn't have a 5 1/4 drive anymore, and so I didn't have the opportunity to finish Martian Dreams. But I do plan to play basically all of them. So, yeah. I will eventually get there, but I believe, because I'm doing them in release order, so the next is Savage Empire. Anyway, okay, I'm going to stop this digression, and we're talking to Connor Starfalcon. I'm going to ask him about Humble. I don't presently know what bundles of Humble there are. Falafel's pretty good. Falafel's okay. I don't know. My brain does some weird associations. Hang on 1 second. Had I ever asked Connor about Humble? I had not. So, you seek to find the humblest in Numigencia. That's a difficult task. I'd hate to commend one of my neighbours to you and fail to do justice to the others. Difficult. I'd hate to commend and fail to do justice to the others. My brain does weird associations. I hear falafel and my brain thinks hush puppies. And then I have to process like what actually is falafel. Because it's not something I eat very often. The other strange associations, I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago, that the Mission Impossible movies came up, and my brain just always assumed I had seen them because my brain was substituting the Charlie's Angels movies for the Mission Impossible movies. Well, I now have seen all 6 Mission Impossible movies, and I have seen the fight scene in the bathroom that includes Henry Cavill's character. The only problem is that I remember that that was the scene that came up during our game night, during the role-playing game that I was playing. And I remember the reference was the fight scene in the bathroom with Henry Cavill in it in Mission Impossible. And I hadn't known that Henry Cavill had been in a Mission Impossible movie. So I've seen the scene now, but I don't remember why it was used as a reference and what was going on in the game that was an appropriate reference for. So, whatever. Deep fried chickpeas and stuff. Yeah. And chickpeas are not my favorite. I'm not a bean and legume person. They often don't agree with me, and so I don't find them enjoyable to eat. But I've had falafel. I know I have. But my brain substitutes hush puppies in its place. The one thing I can tell you for certain is that it isn't me you're looking for. I have a suspicion. And that suspicion is the humblest person in New Magencia is Connor Starfalcon. If I can help you with anything else, let me know. Underworld 1 and 2 are 3D first person. Yes, okay, so they're the Doom-like ones that are similar to when you would go into dungeons in like Ultima 1, 2, and 3. I've seen stills from them, but I know nothing about them beyond that. And also, isn't that basically sort of what a Calibeth was? I didn't know about a Calibeth before I started doing the streaming, so otherwise I would have started with a Calibeth. I have not played it, but I feel like it was somewhat similar to sort of that as well. Now we have another farmer, an old farmer who looks to have made his peace with life. I mean, it's good that he's not fighting his life, I suppose. Fighting against his life? I don't know. Howdy, stranger. Okay. I don't know if anyone will get this reference. Corn versus chickpea is the main difference. The main difference between what? Oh, hush puppies and falafel. Really? Huh. So yeah, I must be just subbing in a referent that I am very familiar with, which is hush puppies. I've had falafel, but only like once or twice. And I must have realized that they were similar and just had not recognized that they're basically the same thing. One with chickpeas and one with corn. Oh, hush puppies are really good. And sadly, the ones that I like are so bad for you. The ones that I grew up eating. Hush Puppies shoes, Lemon Twist. I used to live by a Hush Puppies store and I bought so many Hush Puppies shoes. They are so good. hummus bean dip. Oh my gosh. We lived near a Long John Silver's, and so when I think of hush puppies, I want Long John Silver's hush puppies. The problem is that Long John Silver's is often way oversalted on everything. Okay, yeah. But yeah, hush puppies. My favorite pair of shoes. I have had a pair of shoes since 1998. Sadly, they don't get worn quite as much anymore, mostly because they had a sort of hard plastic bit in the back of the heel that by now has started to break apart and stab me in the heel. And I've tried just removing it, but there are more bits all the time. And since there are no cobblers to take shoes to for shoe repair, I have not worn them in a while. Also, the heels or the soles are very, very worn down. I would love to get them resoled, have the heels fixed on them. There's one spot where an elastic bit, the elastic has broken and is held in place by, I took a straight pin that was intended for hanging things on a cubicle wall and stabbed it through the shoe, and that's the only thing holding that together. I've had the shoes since 1998, so what's that? 2008, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. 24 years that I've had these shoes. They are two-tone suede leather, dark green suede for like the sides, and then from the tongue all the way to the toe is like a lighter grass green. I love them. They are my favorite shoes, and I will eventually find a cobbler. I used to go to a cobbler in Minneapolis. There was a cobbler at the Macy's in Minneapolis that I took boots to be resold multiple times. But then even they're not there anymore. So I don't know where to send shoes to get them fixed. Yeah. Well, and my old hush puppies, I bought them in 98. I bought them at a store that is a store for Factory Seconds. I don't even know if the store exists anymore. Are you familiar with what Factory Seconds are? A Western store usually would have a cobbler or someone they can recommend. Excellent idea, Iron Trout. I had not thought about that. Okay, I do need to do this conversation. I have been distracting myself. Wait, why am I copying Dunbar's information? I'm silly. I don't know why I did that. What is this guy's name? I should do this. Marshalls or Ross? My name's William. The store that I bought for a store that does Factory Seconds. Do they? I didn't actually know that about them. No, I got these at a store called Gabriel Brothers in Winchester, Virginia, back in 98. And so basically Factory Seconds are like the clothes they couldn't send to the regular stores because there was something wrong with them. So like you'd get jeans that had either like a minor defect in their construction where like one of the rivets is like wrong or something, and they wouldn't send them to a regular department store. They would instead go to a store that sells factory seconds because they're still saleable. They sell them cheaper because they didn't meet the full standard. The thing is, with these shoes, there was nothing wrong with these shoes. I think they went to Gabriel Brothers because they were two-tone green and they were like, nobody's gonna buy these. And I bought them on a whim and didn't wear them for a long time. And then eventually they became my favorite shoes. I don't know when the shift happened because I bought them and for a long time I was like, why did I buy those? They're weird. But then eventually I realized I bought them because I really, really, really liked them and they became my favorite shoes. And they're amazing. They have lasted, and it's not that I've just had them for 24 years. It's that for at least 18 of those years, I wore them every day. Or practically every day. Okay. I'm going to try and do this conversation with William here real quick, but keep chat going if you want, and I will return to it shortly. Working the earth is the lowest form of labor, but it provides food for them as writes books, plays music, and other such things. Surely 'tis humble living to devote your life to farming. That's about all I can do with myself. Except when I find time for carving hippos. Alright, so clearly he thinks he's doing the most humble work. The picture of William, the illustration of William makes me think of a character from the TV miniseries The 10th Kingdom. A carved hippo sounds amazing. Also, idea. Must write down idea. The reason for Post-it notes. Also, I'm gonna sneeze. My Stream Deck button for my microphone, not functioning. But whatever. Okay. What was my idea? I just sneezed, and now I have to remember. Carved hippo. Carved hippo! Are any of you familiar with Fiona at the Cincinnati Zoo? Hippos in Britannia? I mean, we don't know a whole lot about Britannia. Do you feel like you're related? He looks like your cousin. I am not planning to start carving hippos, but I will search Etsy for carved hippos. I'll show you one. The old man gets a fiendish gleam in his eyes as he reaches into his pouch and takes out a small wooden hippo. What? A fiendish gleam? Hi, Bree. Thank you for showing up, saying hello. At least, I mean, the hello is the lurk. But enjoy your lurk. It's good to see you. The Britannia Museum has brought all kinds of things back that don't belong there. You're not wrong, Iron Trout. It's a demon hippo. Don't accept it. Ain't she purty? If I don't make the purtiest golding hippos you ever did see, you can call me Mortimer. Well, you're not the most humble man in town. If I'm very confused about where Mortimer came from. Why does he have glowing eyes? If this guy is anything like your cousin, he's trying to scam. I do believe that he is trying to scam me. He's a mighty foolish fellow. I have not met Mortimer. If he tells us it's magic and turns into a real hippo, we know he's up to something. Well, unless there's a word carved on the bottom of it, which could be the trigger word for initiating the transformation. I mean, having a raging hippo that I can call to my side whenever I want, that seems like it'd be really useful. Anyway, if anybody is familiar with Fiona at the Cincinnati Zoo, I will say my niece has been obsessed with hippos since she was quite small because of Fiona. If Battle Hippo, if you're not familiar with Fiona at the Cincinnati Zoo, and you're interested at all in hippos or zoo marketing, I recommend taking a look. But to summarize, essentially, the Cincinnati Zoo had a baby hippo. That hippo is now fully grown, but that hippo was a baby while my niece was a baby. And so that hippo was getting bigger while my niece was getting bigger. So my niece likes hippos because of Fiona at the Cincinnati Zoo. And the zoo did an amazing job. People fell in love with Fiona because basically they were showing behind the scenes stuff and like sharing, like live streaming Fiona online, or at least YouTube videos or something, to the point where the hippo had quite a fan base. And so I think they still sell merchandise about Fiona. The Well of Humility. Oklahoma City Zoo has done the same thing with the baby elephant that was born there a couple years ago. I hadn't heard about that one, but then I don't have any new nieces or nephews to become obsessed with baby elephant. I don't want to attack. I want to use the well. You need a bucket. The rope was hanging down into the well. I assumed there was a bucket. You want a yellow hi-oh after... I don't know why. Talking to yourself? Yes. Is that a problem? I talk to myself all the time. Oh! A baby elephant playing with pumpkins. That would be adorable. There's nobody in the town hall at the moment. It's the Weaver! You see a pretty young woman with downcast eyes. I suppose I wouldn't know she was pretty if you didn't tell me? Is that why that word is there? All right. Good afternoon, my lord. Name? I am called Charlotte Weaver, my lord. Are you secretly a spider? You have to tell me if you're secretly a spider. I am but a humble weaver, my lord. You don't sound humble. People phrase it, I am but a humble, when they're not actually humble. I turn wool into cloth. I'm aware of the general work of a weaver. I am not very good, but some people take pity on me and buy my cloth anyway. Okay. Self-deprecation or acknowledgement of your flaws in saying I am not very good is not the same as humility or being humble. I don't think. Wool. As long as you don't pull it over my eyes. I do not. All right, wool and cloth commerce ensues. Got at least one more person that we have not spoken to. I don't know. We haven't talked to anybody at Town Hall because Town Hall was empty. Humble. 'Tis really not my place to speak of that, my lord. But honesty is a virtue too, and honesty forces me to admit that I am the humblest person in New Agencia. Really? Have I been spelling it wrong forever, or is it misspelled here? I thought it was Magencia, not Magencia. I honestly, I don't think you are. I think Connor Starfalcon is. If they tell you they are the most humble, they are not. Yeah, that was my thinking. Connor is the only one who has not implied that he was the most humble. Instead saying, essentially, I can't compliment anybody else. What did he say it? I'd hate to commend a neighbor and fail to do justice to the others. The one thing I can tell you is it's not me. Oh shoot, I asked Lord Antonio about his hobby, but Oh, it's magic. I was like, I know I asked about it, but he didn't do anything. But I didn't write down what it was. I remember though that. Okay. Why? She kind of creepy. I think she's a spider. I think she's a secret spider. Charlotte Weaver. Let me out of your parlor. I am not a fly. My name is not Jeff Goldblum. Where's the rest of my party? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Does she know any pigs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Who's missing? That's Charlotte. Where are Julia and Gianna? Who has stolen the women from my party? Key squared has struck from the shadows and landed a critical hit. Great job on the stealthing. I was not expecting that because I honestly didn't notice you had lurked, but welcome back. Where are Julia and Gianna? Like, seriously. Is this the mayor? It is. Have we met everybody? I'll come back and talk to you in a minute, Mr. Mayor Man, once I find Julia and Gianna, who have disappeared. That's not... Julia! Gianna! Hi! You know, there are things on doors that are called handles, and when you turn them, the doors will open. Hi, Cranberry, how are you? Welcome to the chaos. Jobs as last names, yes, but Charlotte as the first name, Charlotte Weaver, she's a spider. She has to be a spider. There's just no other option. Because Charlotte's Web tells me. Oh, it's William. Goodbye, person with the very, very evil looking eye when you show off your hippos. I am afeared of your hippos. The late Steve, who had the Jobs last name. Oh, well then Steve must have had all the jobs, right? That's how it works. Charlotte is the Weaver. Yes, Charlotte Weaver is the Weaver. But Charlotte Weaver... She got some serious spider vibes. Okay. I think we have been everywhere and talked to everyone. So I'm gonna go and say who I think the most humble person in New Magencia is. I'm going to save first. A refined gentleman. And what was the keyword? Humble. Pick me, I'm the most humble person ever. That's what Charlotte Weaver said. Dost thou know who is the most humble person in this town? Yes. Then what is that person's name? What is their favorite color? Sorry. My brain went to Tim in Holy Grail. Very astute of thee. Here is the rune, and I wish thee success on thy mission. Yay! We have the rune of humility. Ooh, pizza from scratch. Yum! Quest completed. The Shrine of Humility. We now have the rune, and it has a shepherd's crook on it. That I see. A rune of humility. A rune of humility. Is there more than one? It could be worse if her name could have been Arachne. No! Sweet. Let's go and put that in the bag. Well, we have a Katrina, and we have a rune of humility. And it seems that we've spoken to everyone in town. I think it's time for the Shrine of Humility. What was the thing it said about where the moon gate used to be? Something about sheep? We saw some sheep. I suppose that's where they're getting the mutton and the lamb. Oh, I can just climb those? I don't have to do anything special? Sheep! Thought I see a sheep. No response. Sold humble pie. Yeah, it would. Okay, so yeah, they are farming sheep where the gate used to open. You know, sheep can swim. So they're not really restricted to this pasture, because sheep can swim. Humble pie. We haven't done that on stream. I haven't looked into, like, I should do a whole, that's a episode that will take some planning. Origins, actual recipes for things that people use as phrases but are actually things. There's a whole like list of them. Humble pie is a thing that actually exists. Regencian pastry, aka humble pie. Yeah, I know about the quest to get the dragon egg. I have that quest. I am uncertain we will ever be strong enough to do it. But, but there's an actual pie called umble pie. Umble. And we have multiple recipes for it in the collections at work. I was looking for... Yeah, so umble pie is it's a medieval meat pie filled with chopped or minced offal. Indeed, and Elixir beat me to it. It's awful. It's not one. Umbra pie, just void of darkness. It's humble pie is not one that I necessarily want to try making. I don't have anything against tripe in certain applications. Like, if I'm gonna have a nice beef pho, give me the tripe. But other places not super interested in having that. Okay, so next. Did we get the mantra? I mean, we know the mantra. I'm gonna assume we got it. I don't remember. But we never talked to the shepherd. The captions are giving commentary. They think the awful is awful. I have to go back and see if we can find the shepherd. We never spoke to the shepherd. That's Connor. Where is the shepherd? I would assume the shepherd was here in the house with the sheeps. Yeah, we have not spoken to this character. We need to speak to this character before we leave town. We did... Oh. We could have failed. This could have been the most humble person in town. I'm just going to advance time a little bit. Yes, Key Squared. The restaurant here that is the place to get pho. They offer a beef pho and a chicken pho. And the chicken pho is very like chicken noodle soup. I mean, it's not, but it doesn't have the same noodles. They have different noodles for each one. The beef pho has tripe in it. You don't have to get the tripe, but if you don't ask for not having it, then it has it. And it's really good. The shepherd is not awake yet. I need the shepherd to wake up, because I cannot have a conversation with someone who's asleep. Well, that's not true. I can have a conversation with someone who's asleep. It's just a very one-sided conversation. You see a short man dressed in shepherd's clothing. Why would he be wearing shepherd's clothing, I wonder? As I wander out under the sky. As I wander out under the sky. Sorry. I've been around Christians too long. I have some of their holiday songs in my head, and thankfully, I think you all missed the holiday song that popped into my head because Chantel decided you shouldn't hear it. Short man in shepherd's clothing. Apparently I'm hungry. Little hole in the wall pho shop you go to sometimes that lets you add extra bits. Yeah, the tripe is definitely worth having. If you are a carnivore or an omnivore, if you are a person who is one who consumes the products of the meat variety, and you have never had tripe in your pho, try it. That said, I've never had menudo, and I am warned in advance that even though I like tripe in soup, I am not prepared for menudo. I believe it's menudo. That's the dish that I'm thinking of, right? Philip, if you're still around, what is the dish I was warned about from your San Antonio family? Photoshop. Adobe products are much less tasty. Indeed. Hi there. Is there anything I can do for you? Name? Once I was Arendir the Mighty. Now I live a more modest life. My, how the mighty have fallen. Is it menudo? Now I have to double check. I think that's the dish. Yes, menudo. Also known as pancita, or so pancita, little gut or little stomach, or mole de panza, stomach sauce. Yeah, it's a tripe-based soup. So, I have been warned that I am not prepared for the menudo, even though I eat tripe in soup. Someday, I will visit San Antonio and Philip's family there. It has been requested, it just has not happened to date. I came here to meditate, tend sheep, and sell wool. Honestly, that doesn't sound like a bad existence. Although, sheep aren't really my thing. Menudo, unless you're talking about the 80s Mexican boy band, then no thanks. You're all out of bubble gum. I used to be a powerful and wealthy mage. I wore silk robes and fine jewelry. In fact, I even had my own castle. Castle. Is this castle perhaps sans inhabitants? Can I move in? But one day in my travels, I visited the Shrine of Humility. Meditating there, I had an idea. I would give up all my earthly possessions and quit the practice of magic. I would live as a shepherd. Surely this would be the greatest act of humility a man could perform. This person is Oscar Myers, since this person is full of baloney. A villager profile and a spreadsheet. A medieval account of Detective Zen. I mean, yes. I'm currently tallying their level of humility. I'm a spreadsheet person. Honestly, taking notes on the spreadsheet like this is so much easier for me than if I was handwriting these notes. Even though I'm not the best typer. Okay, so he's claiming that giving up everything to become a shepherd is the most humble act. That's the word I was. So yeah, Connor Starfalcon still would have... This would not have tricked me. He could be a commander shepherd. Wow. I have been watching a lot of Stargate lately, so... And so you see me here today. Okay, so meditate. You should go to meditate at the shrine yourself. I find Lum a most effective mantra. I believe we have Lum noted. Lum. But now we've officially been told Lum is the mantra. He's trying to pull the wool over our eyes. Sheep. So they can be shorn. To make wool. People buy it from me. I love that. Okay, I will explain in a moment. The way that sentence is written, it's like he's looking at us and like, to make wool, like, people buy it from me? Like we didn't know that wool came from sheep and that people buy wool. I was taking a break from constantly having a TTRPG stream on in my background, or in my, like, as I'm doing things. And just revisiting some more, like, scripted television things, just to have something else, something different, because I had been rewatching the same things over and over. And I started with Stargate Universe because I hadn't watched it in a long time. And then when I finished that, I started Atlantis, but wasn't really jiving with Atlantis, and so I started the original SG-1, and just as I'm doing other things, I've been watching SG-1, and I'm presently in the latter half of season 9. For those who've seen it, Vala's had her baby. That is where I am presently in the game, or in the current watch through. And what's really weird about SG-1, remember to peel your sheep. What's really weird about SG-1 and watching it through all the way is when you hit season 9, when Ben Browder and Claudia Black join the cast, isn't it? That's her name, right? Claudia Black. Oh, now I have to double check. This is what happens on this stream. This is why this game takes me a long time to finish, or is taking me a long time. When they join the cast, it shouldn't work, but it does. That's what's really the most bizarre thing about it. It runs 10 seasons, and it feels like it should have run... It feels like this should have ended with season 8. And somehow, they still managed... It still managed to be SG-1, despite how season 8 ended, and the introduction of 2 new main cast members that late in a series. Season 9 and 10 are both really good. They escaped from Farscape, yeah. They do work well together. Also, thank you for the stretch and the posture and the hydrate. Also, Cranberry, I got a new shirt. I try and show it. Oh. Okay, hydrate. The hydrate command is not generally for hydrating my keyboard. I'm prepared, though. Thankfully, it didn't go in the keys. The captioning was covering it. I can show it. I could try to show it. It's an Ultima shirt. Can you see? I hope. Okay. I got a couple of Ultima shirts. This one and one other. Although they arrived a few days ago and I took them out of the package. I haven't washed them yet. But so the other one's in the laundry because they have the petrochemical smell that often accompanies brand new clothing. Anyway, okay, let me finish interviewing Arendir, the not most humble person in town. Wool. Wool, you say? It's used to make thread. I've lost the thread of this conversation a long time ago. To be woven into cloth. I still don't understand. Elaborate further. You can make robes from it. Like the ones that you used to wear when you were, really, really rich? I wear a robe while I tend sheep. It's all part of life's great circle. So you went from being a powerful mage who wore a robe to now making robes. Well, no, making the tool, the whatever. Honestly, Detective Zen, I have no idea how you manage. And I admire your tenacity. I would not be able to watch streams that got interrupted with ads. It would drive me to distraction. Which is why a long time ago I got a Twitch Turbo sub so that I can watch any channel with no commercials because I admire that you're able to do that. Why does the game think clothes appear magically? All right. I think the game assumes that you don't know where your clothes come from. At least that seems to be what this conversation implies. Those days are no more. No, you were supposed to tell me where your castle was so that I could go and loot it. I should go there again soon. It changed my life. I mean, considering where the shrine is located, you were certainly on an adventure. Had to explain the entire wool-making process, yes. I don't need to buy. That will... well, we'll try. No, I don't want to buy any wool. Thank you. Magic the Gathering ad for the new set. I honestly have no idea because I don't... I've played a little bit of Magic the Gathering. I'm not good at it, and I know none of the lore. The only new set I know of is that they're coming out with a Doctor Who set for Magic the Gathering at some point, which seems really like a very strange addition to that game. I could see it being like a one-off on its own, but like adding Doctor Who into the overall universe of Magic the Gathering and the MTG sort of world just seems bizarre. From earth to grass to sheep to me. When I die, I'll return to the earth. When I die, I'll return to the earth. Okay. What is this earth you speak of? I've never heard of this place. That's right. Wait, so when you die, you're going to go back to where the avatar's from? You're going back to Earth? Does that mean you're from Earth originally, Arendir, and you're just a failed avatar? I wonder. Right, well, now we've spoken to you, and it was less necessary than I thought. It's Connor Starfalcon, the most humble person in town. You're more concerned they have no roof? Ooh, Act 3. I haven't heard... So we've listened to Sandman Act 1 on Audible. We listened to that to get some background before the show came out. We have not listened to Act 2 yet. Oh dear, I need the map real quick. Map! Alright, if I go from the southern tip of this island directly to the east, I should hit the landmass that I need in order to get to the Shrine of Humility. Which should be overrun with gargoyles. So Katrina, you'll need to pull your weight. I know you just joined the party, but Gwenno fought through the last shrine with us and isn't with us anymore because I wanted to bring you along. So be ready to fight. Okay, we've got land. I assume... I thought I was just gonna run into... Hang on. We'll find out. I'm gonna sneeze again. Pardon me. Okay. I should just sail in as far as I can if I'm in the proper place. I think I may have... No, this should be it. I suppose we'll find out. Ah! No! Go away! Ooh, attack with ship cannons! The giant squid! That's the first thing I've killed with ship cannons. In this game. Ah, yes, I do believe that this is likely where I was hoping to arrive. I think it should be, shouldn't it? Shrinicus, Shrinicus? Screw currents, I go where I want. That'd be lovely. Is this not the proper place, or do I need to go there from the south? I think I need to go there from the south. Why did I think it was this way? Probably because I'm silly. It's fine. I'm not, at least, lost this week. I don't need to kill the Krakens. So I apologize if I've made anybody hungry by talking multiple times about various food items on this stream. So I'm on one medication that suppresses appetite, and normally I'm just not hungry lately, but my chronic eustachian tube dysfunction has been rearing its head. So I went to the doctor and confirmed it's not infected, but it is inflamed, which is what's causing me additional dizziness and affecting my hearing and stuff like that. And plus, you know, there's fluid in my ear, so even if it's not infected, we don't want it to become infected. So now I'm on a medication that, for some reason, it doesn't say it increases appetite. It does say that it can cause an upset stomach and to eat and to take it with food. But the effect that it has had is, while I'm on the one that makes me not hungry and taking this one also, suddenly I'm very hungry. You put a crack in it. Aw. Excellent, Zen. Excellent work. I don't actually know where I'm at, whether it's time to get off of the ship yet or not. We've reached the bottom, but I need the middle of the bottom, and I'm not sure exactly where that is located. Or do I? Or do I need to enter... Am I being... Because I need to enter from this middle to get... Alright, I'm going to take a step outside here and investigate. Oh, hello. You can stop that anytime you want, you know? You don't have to go shaking up the ground quite so much. I mean, it's truly unnecessary. Is there a giant around here somewhere? Or is that just all the volcanic activity? I think it's the volcanic activity. Also, this is apparently not anywhere that I can do anything. I could use a... let's do that. I mean, I'm hoping there's not a fleet of skull ships to deal with this time. All right, this is the center. Maybe I have to enter from the side for both things on this island? Is volcanic activity. Don't forget the souvenirs. Is this... This might be the place. I'm so happy I don't have to worry about walking across swampland. I feel like I'm in the right area. But maybe not. No, that's not it. Hello. I am looking for the shrine. Like, I vaguely recall the shrine existing and being in this generalized location. The problem is, in this game, I've just been teleporting to all the shrines. So I don't actually... But I will lose my boat if I teleport to the shrine and can't get back to my boat. All right. Let's continue upwards just a little bit. I don't want a bunch of pirate ships to attack me, though. That's the problem. In the last game, getting over onto this island, or I don't remember which game it was. One of the games, getting onto this island meant being attacked by a fleet of freaking pirate ships. It was very dangerous. Huh. I could view again. I wonder. Ultima 4. Ah! Not the sea serpents! All of the baddies! No! I'm so gonna die. My ship is bright? It must be St. Elmo's fire. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't know where I am. Oh, okay. The last time I saved was before we went to that island, but I am not... Nope. This ship costs too much money. Good news! You don't have to worry about your ship! Alright. It's daytime now, so the krakens and giant sea serpents should be less of an issue. Alright, alright, alright. Where are we? Aha, yes. No, yes, yes. Okay, yeah. Up around this little bit of land here. I need to get to the western side of the island. Go west, young man. Mm-hmm. I think this may be it, but you know, I've said that how many times today? And it has not been indeed it. Indeed, I think this may be where I previously said I think this may be it. Which, in fact, was not it. I keep wanting to just hit V to use a stone. All right. It's south of here. I think. I don't actually know, but I am referencing the map, which you all should be able to see on your screen. Why can't I get on the boat? The banana boat. No. Sorry. I said the phrase "get on the boat," which brought a commercial jingle into my brain. A commercial jingle for Banana Boat brand sunscreen, which has always sort of been a very bothersome name, Banana Boat, because of the history about banana boats and forced labor. Let's see if this will get me where I need to go. Do I need to take the raft? I think I do. Drop? Move. Out of the bag. Drop. The raft. Into the water! Use the raft! Save the game! I think maybe I'm far enough. No, don't walk away. Get the raft. Skiff, whatever it's called. It's the chibi version of my ship. Ah! No! No lava explosions. I don't like. Disapprove. Thumbs down. Absolutely not. Absolutely. Also, I'm trying to go fight gargoyles here. Why are you gonna blow up in my face like that? No. Unacceptable. The volcano is on the gargoyle's side. I know now. I know now that the volcanoes are not on our side. We must defeat them. Okay. Apparently, I had not sailed quite far enough. Uh-huh. Okay. Now I've rounded over that. And somewhere down here, get a skiff. I should just use a gem. I have the gems. Oh. 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 Uh-huh. I see. You hear something to the southwest? Well, how about we head to the southwest? Let's go ahead and use the skiff. Drop the skiff. No. No, don't drop the invisibility ring. Drop the skiff in the water. Save the game. Party mode, and then save the game. Use the skiff. Ah! No! No! No explodey! Not around me! Alright, we're gonna be fighting some gargoyles here in a moment. But we are near to the Shrinicle. Okay. Get skiff. Party mode. One last save just for measuring goodness. Don't drop the invisibility ring. How are you supposed to find it later? Indeed you are not wrong. Battle mode. Out of range? The ground was out of range? How? Am I using a sword? Wait, what weapon do I have? I do indeed have a sword. That's unusual for me. I cannot hit a darn thing. We had this issue last shrine. I could do the magic cloak. Do I need to? Sure. Nope. Anti-magic attack. Heavily wounded. I actually hit one. Oh dear. I'm silly. Why am I doing it like this? Dupree is set on assault. Shimino's set on berserk. Iolo assault. Sherry is flank. Jana flank. Julia assault. Alright. I'm like, these people are not all attacking the gargoyles. Oi! Do you mind? I also am aware of this unusual technology called a boomerang. I find that if you close with your adversary, the boomerang is less effective. An ad is about to start, FYI. It should be 1 minute and 30 seconds in length. I do believe that that is the end of the fight. Yeah, it looks like we're done. Sweet. Look. A leather helm and a club. I should probably have someone pick them up. At some point, I will find a way to sell these things. Some of these things. Leather helm, maybe. Club, probably not, right? I don't think anybody's gonna buy the club. It's not exclusive or anything. Yeah, the leather helm, according to the strategy wiki, the leather helm worth picking up because its weight to sales value is decent. Club, not worth it. And yes, the ads should be done. I would turn them off entirely if I could. But welcome back, Detective Zen. You didn't miss much. Just me looking to see if a club was worth picking up. A leather helm and leather armor. The leather helm, worth picking up. The leather armor, not worth picking up unless I want to use it now. I don't think anybody needs the leather armor. I'll just double check real quick. You've already got leather armor. Oh. Yeah. You've got nicey nice armor. You've got decent armor. Sherry is not wearing armor. Get that leather armor. Yes. I think you can wear it, Sherry. Get leather armor. I have a leather armored mouse. Yee, a naked mouse. Oh, Sherry is the best character. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I don't know who decided to put Sherry in the game, but thank you, whoever did that. I love it. It's grand. All right. Me here. Save game. Nope. Use. Rune of Humility. Lum. Unlocked. Get a moonstone. We have 7 of the 8 shrines now. we have the rune, or we've gotten the rune for the shrines of compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirituality, and humility, leaving just the shrine of honesty in the town of Moonglow. Sherry's based on Sherry Hunter, who was Richard Garriott's girlfriend at the time. Guaranteed it was because of Dr. Cat. I could see that, but also Sherry's just an awesome character. I like Sherry. I love that it's just a mouse who talks and comes with us to help save the world. Like a British explorer, you successfully stole a foreign artifact from the local community. Yes. I was trying to think, like, technically I think they all sort of belong to me because they've been given to me multiple times in the past, but at the same time, I'm not from this world. I came here and did things here, and the people gave me things, and I have considered those things to be mine. The strange thing is I didn't take them back to my world with me when I went previously. But yeah, you need them to save the world. Yeah, I don't take them back afterwards. But then again, the person ruling over this place is literally called Lord British. And I have a note here about something in the museum in Britain. So there's that too. They want unicorn horns and a Klein bottle. Honesty. Always the best of policies. Unless you listen to the song Policy of Truth by Depeche Mode, in which the policy of truth was a mistake. Okay, there's a really interesting note in the strategy guide. Oh, enjoy your lurk. In the strategy guide, it says, the only character who can gain a level here without penalty is Sherry the Mouse. I assume that is penalty in a strategic sense. I don't think it hurts you to level at a shrine, but I believe they're talking like optimization of attributes. Indeed, she starts at level 1, so she can earn 7 levels by meditating at 7 shrines. Because of her high dexterity, Sherry need not meditate at the Shrine of Compassion, so she can meditate here. You're not sure how much Depeche Mode was heard in this medieval land? I mean, if I had been playing this as a kid, there is a vanishingly small no, that's wrong. A vanishingly large possibility. It's extremely likely that I would have turned off the game music and turned on Depeche Mode instead. I've been using Valor for Sherry. I was just noting, yeah, Sherry absolutely needs strength. I don't plan to level anybody here at all. It was just curious that was their note. I don't think anybody can level at the moment, though. We have not. And Julia's still freaking level 2. What's up, Julia? Let me set you to, assault or berserk or something, because you're not leveling and you need to. Right. Okay. It is time to head to the Shrine of Honesty in the town of Moonglow. Moonglow. Let's see. This was Shalom. Moonglow. Moonglow is up here, up north of where we are. Lightning wand. So the thing is, I need money to do that, and I have not focused on getting money. I'm guessing after I get the Shrine in Moonglow unlocked, my next thing that I need to focus on is actually like making some money so that I can optimize equipment as best as possible, because I will have basically visited all of the places. So, yeah. You're not wrong. I haven't done. Where did I leave the boat? Oh, I left the boat in Dupree's pockets. As one does. Hey, Dupree. No, I can't use it while you're holding it. Drop that boat! Drop that sick boat! It was wrong. I knew it was wrong when I said it, but... because I don't say things like drop those sick beats, so it didn't really work, but it's what popped into my head. Lightning wand... I found the one that I have, so I have no idea if they're purchasable or not. Where am I? What? Oh, okay. I was like, why is it? I shouldn't be back at the coast by now. No, this is just the lake. I feel like I should probably... I'm on a boat! Get a skiff. Alright. Before I do this, I want to save again. I'm actually remembering to do saving. Look. These guardians remind me of something from the Never-Ending Story, I want to say. It's been a long time since I saw the Never-Ending Story, but that is where I'm guessing the reference. Thou art not upon a sacred quest. Passage denied. What do you mean I'm not on a sacred quest? The Guardians from the Never-Ending Story. Yeah, okay. I'm totally on a sacred quest. What about this quest is not sacred? I was given this quest by the king. Are you telling me that this isn't a sacred quest? Is he not the king? Is the weird guy that walks up to us and says... Is he actually telling the truth? And he's really the king? I don't think he is, but... Also, I still don't know what the, like... I still don't know what, like, the, subtitle of this game is talking about. When it says... The false prophet. I'm curious, what happens if I get out of the boat? Since where's my skiff now? I got on the boat while I was in the skiff, which I assumed was going to work. What I don't know is where the skiff is. Okay, cool. That works. And Dupree doesn't have to carry the skiff all the time anymore. We have a paladin, though. Incidentally, I had a notification pop up on my phone, and it was from the Bluebird site. Which has been crumbling. So I have a Mastodon account. I exist other places, and at some point the paladin should be paddling. At some point I'm probably gonna try and become more active on something other than the Bluebird, because it's looking like the bird is going to sadly start, I don't know, losing its feathers. I don't know if Mastodon will be the one that ends up being where I'm most active. There are a couple others that I'm looking at. I'm not really interested in going to Instagram because it is so image focused. I liked the bird site because I don't take pictures. I don't want everything to be picture. I want to be able to just post something and not necessarily have to have a picture. Sometimes I use GIFs and things like that, but my goodness, Instagram was really never for me. So I'm not on it very much, but eventually I'm probably going to do put together a link tree or something that will point to all of the various places. Yeah, Key Squared. It's about reach, and the thing is I don't know where everybody's going. Everybody's sort of going to something different. It's like we are the bird site diaspora. But it does very much feel like bird site is going the way of MySpace. A villager? Yeah, I have to watch for where the people that I interact with the most, who have much larger followings than me, are going, to know where to focus most of my time. Or honestly, I just need to pay attention to where the people that I want to be interacting with the most are going. And so far, I don't know what that's going to be. But it certainly does. It feels like the end of MySpace. Again, we're not in Numigence, yeah. You see a gentleman with an air of leadership about him. All right. So you put on Eau de Leadership. Is that one of the new scents from Axe body spray or something? Because frat bros become political leaders so often. Sorry, did I say that out loud? MySpace collapsed because of Facebook, though. MySpace collapsed because it was purchased. I'm gonna get my facts straight before I It was purchased by News Corp in 2005, and like Facebook was definitely an influence on its demise. 2005. No, sorry. Let me look. Bought in 2005 by News Corp, and then by 2006 it was the top social network in the country. And then Facebook showed up a couple of years later, and MySpace was dealing with some issues with that. But yeah, it was ultimately the management by News Corp and the desires of Rupert Murdoch that kind of killed MySpace. Rupert Murdoch bought it, changed how it operated, tried to heavily monetize it, tried to just basically did a lot of things that the users of the site were not interested in, and did them to try and extract as much money from it as he could. And that drove away the users. And the Bird site kind of going through the same thing. Like the decisions that are being made are to satisfy the whim of the person who bought it and to heavily monetize it as much as possible, as though an ad every third tweet wasn't already overly monetized. Got that it was overrun with ads and all the scripting. Yeah. And I've enjoyed, so I have two different experiences with the Bird site. My experience on mobile is very different than my experience on browser. Because on browser, I have ad blockers. So I don't see any promoted tweets when I'm browsing in my browser. But on mobile, every third tweet is a promoted tweet that I don't want to see. Thou art the avatar. I saw thy portrait in Lord British's castle. If there be any assistance I can offer, thou needst but ask it. First, you can tell me your name. I am Lord Aganar of Moonglow. Oh my gosh, it's 6:25. Wow. Well, we'll definitely be doing Moonglow next week. I keep things running smoothly here. 'Tis not difficult in such a town of such honesty. Great, grand, wondrous. Goodbye. Until next we meet, then. I'm gonna save. 2/3 of Australian newspapers are owned by... Yeah. 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 And he's... Yeah. He owns plenty of stuff over here, too, and in Britain, and... where's the button that I wanted? Where is the button? Gotta ask how this guy maintains such luscious hair. Truly, that would be good. All right, we're gonna leave it there, and we will do Moonglow next week. There's a fruit fly. It's warm enough here that the fruit flies woke up again. They came back. It's November. I had to turn on a fan. I don't know what the temperature is outside, but it's 77 in this room right now. It's 67 degrees outside right now. sadness. Yeah, it's really warm in here right now. And the fruit flies love it. I can't get rid of them. I want to move so bad. I can't afford to move anywhere. I want to move. Anyway. I'm going to stop. This has been let me do this while I can. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for today's stream. I know there have been a lot of tangents, but it was a lot of fun. We did all of New Magentia. We talked to everybody. We did the Shrine of Humility. And then we ended in position to do Moonglow next week. I don't know what all is left in this game. I know we have other quests that we have not addressed, that we were given clues at the very beginning. We have just done the shrines from stuff I have not dug into on the strategy wiki. I think there's at least 2 more main quest lines like this that we have to complete before we're in position to complete the game. I don't know for certain, though. So there's definitely more to this game before we finish it. But thank you very much for joining. We will be raiding... Bree should be on. Yeah, we'll be heading over to Bree for some lovely art. Bree is a wonderful streamer. Feel free to join. It'd be wonderful to have you join the raid. Bree did a lot of the art. Bree did actually all of the overlays that I'm using right now. I hit the wrong button. Sorry, that was not the button. What was the button I was trying to push? I was trying to push this button. Thank you, mods. And this button to say we're gonna raid, and that is the thing. You can copy and paste if you have my emotes. When we get over there, just drop that in chat and it'll have the hello daggers. Otherwise, it's #RogueRaid. The next time I'm live is tomorrow at 1 p.m. to continue with Mass Effect 3. So I would love it if some of you would join me then. Wednesday, we'll be looking at, well, Monday, we'll have Myst 3 before raiding into the Streampunks. And then Wednesday, we will have electric vehicles, but from the 1910s. So that's what's coming up this week. I will be back with more Ultima 6 next Saturday at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. Remember to change your clocks tonight if you're in the U.S. in a jurisdiction that does that. You're getting an extra hour of sleep. And hopefully I see you all soon. Until I do, get out there and do some shenanigans.